war of attrition.
Hmm.
I mean, it was unbelievable. It was almost 800 yards in total offense in that game. Those defenses were just on the field an awful lot. Chris Jones, Nick Bosa. I mean, they were just so physical, so violent, and they were as powerful at the end of overtime as they were in the first quarter of the game. KC amped up its pass rush. They choked off the Niner offense in the second half. San Francisco had three straight 3-and-outs to begin the second half of the game. I would have never imagined
Yeah.
that would happen because KC's defense had been on the field the whole first half. The pass defense did a phenomenal job. I mean, their corners, they deflected 3 passes, and their guys were in one-on-one coverage deep, and they broke up 3 49er deep passes. Phenomenal hand play
Hmm.
by their young cornerbacks. Bosa's pass rush was explosive. They had to keep Mahomes in the pocket. They did in the first half, but when Andy made these blocking adjustments and went to some different formations where his tight ends became motion men and were coming down and wham blocking up inside, what Kelsey did, what Watson did, kind of changed the whole thing. But Bosa did a hell of a job against their tackles, and I thought Kansas City's tackles really were shaky, but when the Chiefs made formation changes second half, that kind of changed the game. Um, I was tremendously impressed with how hard Bosa plays and how big and how hard Chris Jones plays. I mean, that's a big man.
Oh, huge.
That's like a moving van going, coming off blocks and getting in the quarterback's face. So I think those defensive guys did as much as they could, considering how dynamic the two offenses were.
Yeah, I mean, it was just ferocious in the beginning of the game. I really like Tony Romo's analysis about Nick Bosa kind of staying in his rushing lane
Mm-hmm.
and able to kind of keep Mahomes from going north-south, and that worked for a while. I mean, what did you think of Romo overall? We've talked about announcers in the past.
I thought they were pretty good. I mean, Tony's got a unique style in which he can read certain things, and Tony Romo said a bunch of things that I said in our Super Bowl preview about moving the pocket.
He must have been watching.
Yeah, right. So I thought the broadcast was good, and it was pretty accurate. All right, now tell me, what was the ugliest thing you saw? Ugliest thing. Was it Kelsey's blow up with Reed? Was it all the shots at Taylor Swifties in the owner's box? Was it the bad commercials? Was it Usher's halftime show? What didn't you like?
Well, no, the Usher's halftime show is actually not bad. I enjoyed it. I don't know a lot of his music, but I thought it was well done. Love everything about Taylor Swift. Keep showing her. I love everything about that. The Kelsey meltdown wasn't so good, but some of the commercials were weird. That homes.com was just confusing,
I thought most of the commercials were off center. I said, what are they advertising here? I thought one of the best ones was Tom Brady with the orange glasses and the Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah, that was a good one. I like the RFK commercial. I'm not an RFK fan, but I love that old style commercial. That was a lot of fun. The Pfizer one, the celebration of science, I liked as well. So there were some good ads. It wasn't as good of an ad season as we've had in previous years, but there was not a lot to hate in this. Maybe in the very beginning, the game, if you weren't an NFL fan, the game probably felt a little slow at first.
Yeah, it was all defense.
Yeah. So, people weren't getting into it, but boy, did it finish. It was dynamite at the end.
Sledgehammer football turned into sizzle football towards the end. Okay.